Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my daily predictions and analysis for US30 and US100. Both achieved the resistance level. US30 at 34,840 levels, the critical resistance level, and US100 specifically at 14,550 levels, 14,560 levels. It is going to be a resistance as well. Then for 14,620 we should come into picture, and now traded with a drop. Right now trading at 34,575 and 14,470 levels. What is going to happen today? We are going to look with the help of candlestick charts and indicators. Those who are new to the channel, I provide one video which is for the global markets forecast daily, which also include gold and silver. So do watch till the end. That sets the tone for the day, and one video specifically for Dow Jones and Nasdaq before the US cash session opens. So do press the bell icon. Stay tuned with the latest analysis. Now we are going to look first with US100, and at the end of US100 analysis we are going to look at the trading levels for the day, where you should take an entry and where is a good level to make profit. Now look at this, look at the daily charts. You can see here higher lows has been formed. It is failing to break below this level. Once 14,370 zone is taken, definitely we may see a good drop. The next support level will come into picture at around 14,300, and below that it can fall significantly. So please take your positions accordingly. 14,370, mark this level, and till the time it remains above this, probably we might see a greener candle. Also we must not forget that it is trying to form some sort of lower highs, and if it breaks this, definitely we might see. So right now it appears 14,620 should provide a good resistance. Beyond this it will try to hit 14,700, the next resistance level. So a probable target for the day, till the time it remains beyond 14,370, you can expect it to rise. We can expect that it might achieve higher highs, and below 14,370 you can see it dropping towards 14,300 levels. A probable trading zone between 14,620 and 14,300 cannot be denied for the day. Now this is on the daily charts. Let's have a look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts we can see this is what it is trying to lower highs. There is a breakout kind of doji has been formed, lower lows has been formed, and that is what it is trying to make an expanding triangle. Now the support level anyways is intact at 14,400 370 levels. So this zone between 14,550 rather I'll say 14,520 to 14,370, 150 points, you have to take extra caution. It can break out very strongly. Once it breaks out beyond this zone at 14,550, definitely it will try to hit 14,620 levels. Once 14,620 is taken, it will directly fly towards 14,700 and 14,820 levels. So it can fly till there. Remember, we can see a bullish reversal, but it has to go past this zone at 14,520 first for a good signal. On the downside, this zone at 14,370 should provide a support. Once 14,370 is taken, that time you can initiate a short entry. The next support zone should come into picture at around 14,300 and then 14,250 levels. So it can break till there also. Now look at the 3-hour chart. Similar formation on the 3-hour charts. Now on the 3-hour charts, if you consider this as a reversal, probably this is the second candle and the third candle. Let me give you a closer look here. So now once you see it breaking 14,500, definitely in the next candle you can go long, and probably you can expect it to achieve higher highs. The next target is 14,600 2,600 levels, which might provide a stronger resistance, and beyond that definitely one can remain long. On the downside, there is support coming into picture here, and breaking this, see this, there is a lot much of liquidity gap available, and hence it can drop till towards 14,200 and below levels also. So yes, let's have a look at the 2-hour chart. Similar formation, and probable breakout is only beyond this zone at 14,500, and a probable drop is only below 14,370 levels. So between these 150 points we have to take a bit of caution. Look at the hourly charts. On the hourly chart it appears, now see, same formation in the hourly charts. Let me try to draw it. Lower highs, higher lows, expanding triangle it is trying to form. The resistance, as I said, 14,520. Once it breaks 14,520, you can go long, you can initiate a long entry. Else, and on the downside, 14,370 definitely will provide a support. Breaking this zone, either ways on the upside or downside, will be a good indication that it is trying to act bullish or bearish. The next support level at 350 and then at 300 should come into picture on Nasdaq 100, and below that it can break significantly. Now also look at the hourly charts. uh, Rise, strong bullish rise, drop, uh, higher highs, low, then lower, higher lows, higher highs. Then this time it is broken and formed this lower low pattern, and probably now if it breaks this, and we will be looking forward to 14,370 levels. Breaking this, we might see a good drop, remember. So yes, now let's have a look at the indicators. What does the indicators are indicating? Indicators on the hourly charts, you can find that there is a support coming into picture at 14,440 and then 14,370 levels, as I said. Now I'll jump to directly on a daily chart. On a daily chart, you will find that so yes, these, it is trading below 20, 50, 100 moving average, the first indication that I am trying to show. And you can see the 100 moving average at 15,600, 20 moving average at 15,500, and now here you can see this line trying to get also at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands are getting close at around 13,700 levels, now trying to narrowing this gap, and that is what appears that it might see reversal if it drops below 14,370, and if it rises beyond 14,520, the bearishness is reducing here on the directional movement, and the stochastic is again trying to enter an overbought position. We may see it in overbought position soon, and that is why we can expect it to be bullish today, probably till the time it remains beyond 14,370. And yes, there is a crossover can be expected on MACD lines. If it continues to rise today, it can go past 14,700, then there will be a crossover and it can further now enter into officially into a bullish zone. On RSI, it is comfortable. Also look at the pivot levels here. The pivot levels suggesting that 14,420, then 14,480, 14,520, 14,580 levels definitely may provide a little support. Also look at the indicators on the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, you will find that here this is the exponential 50 moving average, and you can see it providing a little resistance at 14,500, 520 zone. This zone at 14,500, 520 is specifically important, and then 14,580. Beyond that, definitely we may see it breaking 14,620 also. On the downside, there is a strong support coming into picture at 14,250 levels. You can see this 20 period moving average on 4-hour chart giving it a support at around 14,250. So even if it breaks below 14,370, we may see a good support coming into picture at 14,320, then 14,250 levels or so. So on a 4-hour charts, also look at the directional movement is still bearish. They've crossed over but is still into a bearish zone. And look at this is what is of concern to me. It has entered into an overbought position. Now it is on the sell side on a 4-hour chart right now, looking forward to a drop here, and that is what is a point of concern for me to see that this is a probability. This is the indicator which is suggesting that it can drop too. So we have to be very cautious while taking a position. But MACD lines are wide divergent on a 4-hour chart. That is what we can see. And let's jump to the hourly charts. Or on an hourly charts also, the stochastic is almost comfortable levels, but looking down. MACD lines are on sell side, indicating that probably it may drop, and it has crossed over on a sell zone on directional movement, and the support coming into picture here at around 14,420 levels and 14,440 levels. Breaking this, we might see a good drop. So considering all this in sum, let me give you the trading levels. Let me summarize the complete analysis. I have tried to give you a brief about what can be expected from the markets. I hope you all had listened to it carefully, because listening to I try to give a brief snapshot. Definitely there is lot much to it, but still it gives you a fair bit of idea that what I am looking forward to, and how to analyze the charts, how to predict the markets, how to predict the market movements or so. Now I'll suggest till the time it remains beyond above 14,370, you can remain long on Nasdaq 100. The next target is 14,500, rather I will say 14,520, and beyond that it will try to hit 14,580. I will say 14,575, then 14,620. Now till here this is going to be a very strong resistance at 14,620. Breaking this, it will directly fly towards 14,700, 14,760, and 14,800 can also be achieved. So be cautious while taking your position, but yes, till the time today it remains about 14,370. You can expect it to rise. We can expect it to fly till towards 14,620 level. A probable trading zone, it appears to me, is between 14,370 to 14,620. It can trade in between these levels. Any breakdown below 14,370 will take it towards, now below 14,370 you can go short and you can expect it to hit 14,340. The nearest support will come into picture, then 14,310. After that it will lend to 14,260. Now till here it has got its good support. It has got a good support till 14,260. Below that it will break heavily towards 14,200 and 14,120 levels. Below that, anyways, sky is the limit. It can go down towards any level. And yes, if you recall the weekly analysis, 13,800 again is going to be a very good support if it continues to break in the similar fashion what we saw. However, I expect it to give a bullish move. I expect it to continue once, but yes, 14,370 can be taken today. 14,300 can also be achieved, but it can try to bounce back again, and 14,300 to 14,600 also cannot be denied. This is my expectation, but yes, so probably a rise can be seen till the time it remains above 14,370, and you can remain long. So this is all for Nasdaq 100. Now let's move towards US30. Now this is US30's hourly chart. On an hourly chart, you can see it has formed a good resistance at 34,800. I told very specifically in my morning analysis 34,800 is the level. If it breaks this, definitely it will fly towards 35,000 and 35,200. Failing to do so, it is trading with a drop, also given a kind of a reversal signal, but still continuing with the drop here. So any move beyond 34,600 now will be a good indication to go long. You can expect it to rise again towards 34,800 levels, and plus levels also can be seen. We may see it trading between this channel. On an hourly chart, we may see it trading between this channel. So a probable high at around 34,800 5,900 can also be seen on an hourly chart. A support should come into picture at 34,500 levels. So once it breaks 34,470, rather I will say, once it breaks 34,470, 450 zone, you can go short again. You can expect it to drop then towards 34,200 levels. But let's have a look at the 2-hour charts. On the 2-hour chart, still the candle is red. However, the bulls are trying to take a control again, and that is why I say any move beyond 34,600 is a good entry to go long for 34,650, and beyond that definitely it will again fly towards 34,700 and 34,800 levels. Beyond that, higher highs can be seen towards 34,850, 900 zone. On the downside, if it breaks this zone at 34,400, you can expect it to come back till towards 34,320 and then 34,200 and below levels. On a 3-hour charts, look at the 3-hour charts. Let me give you a closer look here. It has got its resistance intact at 34,800, trying to break this zone multiple times now. This is the 4th time it tried to break this zone, however failing to do so. Now trading with a drop, and hence if it breaks beyond 34,850, 900, definitely it will fly. That is what is the suggestion, that is what is the direction. Wait for it to break 34,850, 900 zone. Definitely it will fly towards 35,200 plus level. So you can take your positions accordingly. Now right now it is trading with a drop. On a 3-hour chart, we might see only if it breaks beyond 34,600 you can go long, else it can continue with the drop, and 34,400, which is going to be a very good support. You can see previously 34,400 also provide a little resistance on the upside for it to go up. Now it can provide a support for it to go down. Once it breaks 34,400, we may see a sharper drop. So on a 4-hour chart, also similar formation. Yes, the reversal can be confirmed once it breaks beyond 34,600, and once beyond 34,600, the next target is 34,660, and 680 zone. Once 680 is taken, it will fly towards 34,850 levels. So take your positions accordingly. On the daily charts, the candle is red. It has seen higher highs, it has seen lower lows, pivoted at around 34,750 levels or so. It can achieve these levels once again. Probably beyond this it will fly. Remember, beyond this it will fly beyond a 34,800 900 zone. It may fly again. Now look at this. Previously I told that these were the highs it is trying to trade, and that is why now I say 34,620 zone. Once it breaks beyond, definitely you can go long and you can expect it to trade on a upside, else it might continue to drop. The downside, sky is the limit. Now let's have a look at the indicators. What the indicators are indicating for US30. Now look at this. You can find that trading at the the Bollinger Band, almost median of the Bollinger Bands, but well below the 20-50-100 exponential simple moving average. The next resistance at around 35,000 and 35,200 should come into picture on the daily charts, and support at around 34,500 is definitely there. Once it breaks, we might see it dropping till towards this zone at 35,300, 35,400. Below 34,400 we might see it breaking heavily. There is no limit to below that. It can break heavily below these levels. Now look at the directional movement. It is on sell side. Stochastic on a daily chart has again come back to an overbought position. This is another observation on the daily charts where we can expect it to shed a little. Also on the MACD lines, there is a crossover which is about to happen, and if this gives you as a bullish candle today, green candle today, it may in fact cross over and enter into a buy zone. RSI is comfortable on the daily charts. On the 4-hour charts, you will find that there is a strong support coming into picture at these levels, 34,400 and 34,350. Now this is a 20 period moving average, and this is a pivot level. So 34,400 definitely we should provide a support. Then 34,350 should provide a support. Breaking this, we may see it breaking till towards 34,250, and below that sky is the limit. It can break heavily. On the upside, there is a resistance coming into picture at 34,700 and 34,750 levels. So if it breaks this zone, definitely we might see it hitting against 34,810, and beyond that it will fly towards 34,860 levels. So also look at the stochastic is overbought here. Yes, I think so. It is overbought and it is trying to drop. Also the MACD lines are on buy zone, may crossover. On the 3-hour chart, similar is the story, trying to drop. On an hourly charts also, stochastic trading at bottom. That is what the point here is. Now considering this, let me give you the levels to trade for. Watch out for the day. Also, if you want to gain the same expertise, same analysis, same understanding of the markets, you can join my next batch starting 15th of February. This is going to be the 8th batch, where the batch comprises of students or colleagues from across the globe, where you can learn not only from the trainer, not only from me, but also from the trainers. Also the strategies which I teach in the course definitely helps you become a proficient and efficient trader. So this year, invest on yourself, invest on learning first, then gain the profits out of markets. Now I'll recommend you to go long at 34,620 on US30. Beyond 34,620, the next target is 34,660. Very nearby. I am giving trying to give this time 34,700, 34,750, 34,810. Now this is going to be the strongest resistance, and 34,840. So once it breaks past this, 34,900 will be seen, and beyond that it will fly towards 35,000 and 35,200. Anything is possible. These are markets. I am trying to give you the resistance level which it can observe today. Till the time it remains below 34,620, the next support level which will come into picture is at around 34,400. So breaking 34,400, you can go short. You can expect it to drop between these 220 points. We have to take a bit of caution. And yes, once it breaks below 34,400, you can take the target of 34,360. And below that it will land towards 34,300. Rather, I will say 34. Actually 34,250 is the next support, but yes, immediately there is another support, minor support might come into picture at 34,300. Then 34,250 will come directly. Below that, it will break heavily towards 34,200 and 34,100. In fact, can go well below towards 33,970 levels. So take your positions accordingly, trade accordingly. Don't trade against the direction of the trade. Don't trade against the markets. Put a stop loss, put a trailing stop loss. Once you see a directional movement, take a entry. Once you see a position in profit, put a stop loss to your entry price. Let it get close 10 times. You can enter 10 times, but only if you see it moving in your direction. Don't wait for the markets to achieve your targets or achieve your positions, or it is going to behave exactly in your manner, or whatever you have decided or whatever I have said, it is not going to happen. So let it get close and trade profitably. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Join my Telegram channel. Reach out to me for email for any of your trading or trading related queries. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.